Hey guys, this is EckhartsLadder. Hello and welcome to another video. So, I am very close to taking my parental leave, as I've been talking about frequently in videos. I've got a second kid on the way. I expect she'll be born in a day or two, maybe less. It could happen as I'm recording this video, but just expect that videos will be very infrequent for the next few weeks. I've got a few guest commentators. There might be a few sort of rambling videos where I record with just gameplay or something else, so just expect that. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, and I'll talk about this more in a video I'm creating for when my baby actually arrives. Taking 2 weeks or more off work is very stressful as a YouTuber, so I really appreciate your guys' patience, and if you can support the channel, watch any content that I do manage to post, or even old videos, it would really mean the world to me, because YouTube is the kind of game where taking a 2-week break or a 3-week break can do serious harm to your channel, especially when the algorithm is used to you uploading daily. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about upcoming Mandalorian spoilers, because this is a topic that many of you guys have asked about, and one that is very important. As a bit of history, Season 1 for The Mandalorian was pretty well locked down, and don't worry, I will warn you guys before we get into actual spoiler territory. Season 1 was locked down. We knew essentially nothing about the show before it aired. As the episodes were airing, again, Disney managed to keep the production pretty tight-lipped. We didn't know about guest stars, who was going to be on future episodes, whether the characters would be returning, any of the general plot details, which, to be honest, was really nice. Let's get into spoiler territory now for Season 2, and I'm not only talking about the first episode, but also potential future episodes, because we will be talking about leaks. Alright, with that warning, let's get into the episode. So, the main surprise from episode 1 of The Mandalorian was the appearance of Cobb Vanth, who first appeared in the Aftermath novels. Cobb Vanth, of course, was not the only surprise. We also saw Boba Fett. The thing is, it's been long rumored that Vanth would be in The Mandalorian and that Timothy Olyphant specifically would play him. I'd say the most reputable source that reported this was The Hollywood Reporter. They also mentioned Boba Fett, and then Slash Film later reported that Olyphant would be playing Vanth. Slash Film and pretty much every other major Star Wars leaker out there has also reported that Ahsoka will be in Season 2 of The Mandalorian, and at this point, that does seem almost certain. We've also got confirmation from various Disney Plus or Disney social accounts that Ahsoka will be in the show as played by Rosario Dawson, and that Katie Sackhoff will be playing Mandalorian Bo-Katan, who I know a lot of you guys like. I will say I've heard some stuff personally that makes me think that the Katie Sackhoff thing is legit, and I'm confident enough, I would say 95%, that I personally would be willing to put money on it. How exactly will the connection be made? Well, we know less about that. I would guess it may have something to do with the Darksaber, which we know was in Bo-Katan's possession, but who knows? Leakers haven't really even guessed at this sort of stuff, which makes sense. I think something like casting can be difficult to hide, especially where agents are involved and people are really close in the community, whereas scripts are frequently well locked down. I've also been told from people that I trust, and I've seen this among leakers, that it's also likely that we will get a Sabine or Ahsoka or Bo-Katan spin-off show. I'm not exactly sure which characters will be involved. If I were to guess, Ahsoka would be the main star as the other characters are brought in, because that would sort of be an unobtrusive way to keep them into live action without getting rid of The Mandalorian or overshadowing the story that show is trying to tell, which is something that I personally have been very worried about with these leaks and rumors about all of these existing characters making their way to the show. Boba Fett, the Rebels characters, Clone Wars characters, it's a lot. Speaking of Clone Wars, we've even heard that Rex could be in the show, but I'm personally just going to attribute that to a miscommunication given the fact that Boba Fett is appearing, but who knows. So those are the main spoilers, and do give us an idea of what the story in Season 2 may look like. Most of the leaks that I've talked about in this video are ones that I personally believe to be very likely. I think the season will go something like this. First off, and this is speculation just based off my thoughts, Boba Fett will be a villain this season. He'll be a villain at least at some point. I think originally the Mandalorian will give Boba his armor back, then maybe Boba Fett will be contracted to kill the child, or something like that, leading to, of course, the inevitable inevitable clash. I think the Rebels characters will probably come in for an episode or two, probably something related to the Darksaber, or maybe even Sasha Banks' character. But again, we really don't know. This is wild speculation, because the plots of individual episodes have been, as I said, well hidden, which is nice. I mean, the entirety of episode 9, as I've mentioned multiple times, leaked months before the movie released. Recently, a supposed title card for episode 10 has been floating around, or a description of the episode which says the Mandalorian must ferry a passenger with precious cargo on a risky journey. Now, if we take the word ferry, this could be the Mon Cala episode. The problem is the source for this is, well, non-existent. It seems that Chromecast parsed this from some unknown source on the internet, and that's why it's been making its rounds around the internet. That doesn't mean it's not possible, but this is essentially something that was made up. And that's also true for stuff you'll see on IMDb or other websites like Wikipedia, where user-submitted content is very common. People will add something without a source, and it will take on a life of its own. But that's a general outline of what we know of the leaks from Season 2 of The Mandalorian. Let me know what you think. Who do you expect to see in Season 2 of The Mandalorian? How do you expect the show to be structured? I look forward to reading your comments, if I can and the baby's not here, down below. Until next time though, guys, be safe, have a good one, and may the Force be with you.